Castlecomer, 1969. Castlecomer, 1971. On the face of it, little seems changed on Main Street in 2 years. Except for this, the Miners' Friday bread line. 2 years ago, nearly 150 were signing here for their weekly handout. Today, 36 still draw the dole, but the big queue has gone. More than 60 have got jobs in industry. Some are mining elsewhere. Some have emigrated. Some can't work because of miners' disease. Some are commuting to outside employment. 36 who want a job can't get one. They're between 40 and 65 years old. They're the wrong age. But the fact that there are jobs here is a remarkable change in 2 years. Comer, the coal town, has diversified its industries. Now it's got a caravan factory, a textile mill, a fireclay factory, a steel products industry.
Castlecomer was a dead town 2 years ago. It's now a thriving community to my knowledge. I think property values have skyrocketed in the town. You could have bought a nice, pleasant house some 2 years ago for £2,500. You wouldn't get the same house now for £5,000. This to me is an indication of rising prosperity in the area.
Castlecomer shows it. Luxury bungalows for a new class here, the business executive. They've arrived with the new factories. New houses planned too for the workers, 20 of them. The first council scheme for many years. New jobs, clean work in comparison to mining is keeping the young in the town. There's a growing air of prosperity. But this in-joke at a new factory has a certain irony. The hard times are not that far behind. Yet this town, with a way of life which died with the mines, does face the future confidently. This textile mill employs 15 miners of a male staff of 31. The caravan factory gives jobs to 73 men, 20 of them are miners. 19 men working in this fireclay factory are miners. That's 50% of the male workforce. This factory makes various kinds of steel products. 5 of the staff of 40 were miners. 1 in 3 jobs in the factories have gone to miners. If they had taken retraining, there would have been more jobs for them.
If some of the coal miners had availed of the ANCO training course in Waterford, yes, there would have been more jobs available to them here.
Those with jobs regard themselves as the lucky ones, even if some have dropped £5 a week from their mining days. Bob Holden is 34 and married with 7 children. He spent 16 years in the mines. Garrett Dowd was 31 years in the mines. He started there at 16. He's 47 now, and he's got 9 children.
Would you regard yourself as better off?
I would, yeah.
Are you making as much money?
No, not quite as much money. But in health-wise, I'm better off.
When you left the mine, did you expect to get a job?
No, not for some time anyway. I wasn't too sure of any job. I had tried a lot of places before I got this one.
But you're 47 years of age. Obviously, that's a difficult age. A lot of other people haven't got a job at that age. Do you regard yourself as lucky, or how did you get one?
Yes, I do, yes. Very lucky. There's a lot of men in my age that has got no job since.
Do you find it hard to adjust to a factory?
Well, it's a big change. Working down to the ground to go into a factory.
Does that have advantages from your point of view?
Oh, that has a lot of advantages.
What kind?
Well, fresh air for one thing, and better health.
Yeah. Would you go back to the mines?
I don't think so. I don't think I would. Not, if I was a young lad, I would go back. Not at my age.
What about money? You're a labourer here, you were a miner in the colliery. You're not earning as much.
Oh, no. I couldn't expect it.
Couldn't have a hope of getting a job now. Too many looking for work around, young fellas. A hope for you or me, is there?
No, I wouldn't think so.
No, they wouldn't play a hope. There is lots of jobs. Outsiders is getting them. They're coming in from Dublin and Ballaraggett and Carlow into these, and they're not getting workers off of the exchange here. So I don't think it's fair.
Words of 2 years ago. But for certain Castlecomer miners, today there is still no future. There are jobs for their sons and their daughters and wives, but not for them. There will be more jobs shortly in the new factories, but they'll go to the young, the adaptable, those who can be trained. A recent labour survey showed that in the town and its environs, there is a labour pool of 170 boys and girls between 16 and 21 years of age. Most want to stay in the area. They'll be competing for new jobs, hoping for still more industry for the town. That's the kind of competition middle-aged miners can't cope with. 27 miners between 40 and 60 are now drawing the dole. In the same age group, 70 others are classed as unemployable. They live within 5 miles of the town. They too draw the dole and earn extra money by stitching leather. It brings in about £600 a week into Castlecomer and cuts out real poverty. It means some don't want to work. But there are those who do want work. What's to happen then?
Well, I would hope that the factories here, there are 5 factories I think in the area, and as these factories develop, more of them will be employed. Just as when we have vacancies, we consider the list of ex-miners on each occasion. And if we find the job is suitable for one of the coal miners, we certainly give them preference.
In the new prosperity of Castlecomer, must a working life end for some around 40?